Everyday racism is an issue that affects all minorities within Britain and at times can be a very controversial topic. However, everyday racism does not necessarily have to come from other races and can be experienced between races and cultures. An example of racism amongst people of the same ethnic or racial group is colorism.
Colourism, prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group.
Our group chose to conduct a social experiment among people of different races to identify the similarities and differences we face day to day because of the colour of our skin.
When our countries are maybe in the Middle East, they face a problem that the white people, they cannot marry from black people because their skin.
I witness indirect colorism on social media, for example on Twitter, where people force jokes, racial jokes, and for retweets and favorites. No, but in like the modeling world, if certain skin tones appeal to agencies and what they want to sell, so if you don't look a certain way or have a certain skin tone, you're not going to get that particular modeling job. Or
That's very true. Like normally, like within modeling agencies, there's like different sections. So section A is like white people, right? They're the ideal. And then section B is like lighter skinned, like mixed race type. And then section C, yeah, is like dark people. Like it's just like a hierarchy of being light is what's supposed to be the ideal normality, and then being dark skinned isn't seen as beautiful or popular.
Me especially, like, I'm from the Caribbean and like, not really my islands, but I know Jamaica. Like there's a lot of skin bleaching promotion. I have Jamaican friends and like they tell me straight up, the ones that are lighter skin, like they feel better because they're lighter and they would never want to be darker. But like even like we was doing research into colorism, and like I know for like a lot of like Caribbean and like African people, like especially the Caribbean, it's like implemented from like roots of slavery, because like the slave masters would essentially like break off, like create division between darker skinned slaves and light skinned slaves, and almost like say the light skinned slaves were favoured and put into the houses where the darker skinned slaves would have to work in the fields and were seen as less. And that kind of ideology has like, it shows it's come forth with us to this day and age.